those of you that wanna know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Yo, what's up YouTube? I got a bout here against Danee from Purple Surge, and he starts out with a Latias, and I'm gonna try out a lead Metagross. Now, I wasn't really fearing the hidden power fire because I had an Oka Berry, but the dude goes for a trick, and I get the Choice Scarf, and now I'm locked into my Stealth Rock, and so I'm gonna have to switch out. And I chose to go into my Azumarill because I know I could take at least one hit from it, from any Pokemon that he goes into. But he goes into a Skarmory, and I know he's going to try to set up some rocks, so I try to scare him off with my physical Azelf and make him think it's a special attacker. So I go for the U-turn, and he goes into a Swampert, which pretty nice, expecting like a Thunderbolt. And I go into my Zapdos, trying to scare him off again, but another attempt at me messing up with hidden power. I try to fear him going for the hidden power, thinking he would switch, but he goes for a protect, and I'm thinking this is perfect. This is hidden power ice. I know he's going to switch into his Latias, and it's going to take some serious damage. But it's actually hidden power grass. So I'm like, I failed again. Are you for real? Like, I just can't. I don't think Zapdos is the right Pokemon for me. So I go right back into my Metagross, expecting like another trick or something so he can get his Scarf back and be stuck on that. But he goes for an Ice Beam, and I'm just going to go for an obvious Explosion because, you know, I'm Scarfed. There's really nothing I can do with the Metagross anymore. And it does decent damage to the Skarmory. I know I can KO it with my next Pokemon, and I choose my Zapdos. And I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, knowing that he's still going to go into his Latias because, you know, that's what I want to do. And it does decent damage because I know the Zapdos doesn't have max special attack. It's bulky in a way. And he tricks again, taking away my lefties. And I get a worthless Oka Berry. So I just keep going for the Thunderbolt. And by the looks of it, he doesn't have Recover. So that's a good thing to know on the point, because he can't basically set up on me. And he crits me, which was useless. And yeah, going to my Azelf, and I'm thinking, alright, he has to switch either way. Either he wants to stay in, or I can go for a U-turn and scout out what his next Pokemon is. So he goes into his Salamence, and I go for the U-turn, and I chose to go out to my Weezing so I can completely wall him. But this thing just like surprised the crap out of me. He goes for a Zen Headbutt, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to take this well. I'm a physical wall, and it does a whole bunch of damage. I missed the Will-O-Wisp, and I switch out, going into my Azelf thinking it's banded. So he goes for it again, and I don't know if it is banded, is it? I think it is banded. So yeah, I go for my Zen Headbutt, and I did like a stupid move like this whole play with my Azelf, and you'll see later on in the game. I switch out, go into my Weezing thinking my Azelf is banded, so I didn't want to be locked on it. And he goes for a what's it called? Thunder Punch. And I take the first hit, but I know I'm not going to live the second hit. And he goes for the Thunder Punch. And I'm going to live that for sure because max HP is going to do something for you. And I go for the Waterfall, just trying to get some damage in before I faint. And it does more than half. About yay high. And I go into my Clefable, trying to see if it's really banded or not. And it's not. So that's a good thing to know. And he goes for a Hammer Arm, and that's a huge gameplay right there. He missed it. I go for the Thunder Wave, and now I'm just going to keep spamming up the Seismic Tosses. And what do you know? He gets paralyzed on that turn. So Metagross is definitely down. Goes for the Bullet Punch, which is a good move to do. before, get taken out. And Metagross is down, which was just a huge problem to my team. It could have done some serious damage. And I know I'm going to completely wall the Latias because this is my special defense wall. He goes for a Dragon Pulse, and I'm going for the Thunder Wave, making sure he doesn't try to set up on me or anything. And I just want my Pokemon to be faster because even if he critted my Clefable, I could just go into my Azelf and just... Not my Azelf, my Azumarill, and go for like an Ice Punch or something like that. And he goes to a Swampert again, and there's really nothing I can do. He goes for a Brick Break, and he's faster than me, so he's not relaxed. Which is, like, that Seismic Toss would have done a huge, like, help for me right here. Because he goes for the Brick Break, and I'm going to live it with like 16 HP. Or 11 HP. Go for the Waterfall, and look how much HP is left. Now, if that Clefable hit that Seismic Toss and was faster, that Swampert would have been KO'd. I'm like, oh man. And he goes for Protect, which is another good move for him because it's going to help him be more durable. And, he's faster than me. He goes for the Brick Break for the KO, and he gets a useless crit, which is pretty funny. And I do some stupid stuff right here. The whole game, I thought this Azelf was banded, but I forgot right before I went into this match, I put an Expert Belt on it. So I'm sitting here thinking, alright, I'm banded. There's nothing I can do. I have to be stuck on Zen Headbutt. And look at that. That actually helped right here. This flinch. I'm thinking I'm still, like, I'm banded. There's really nothing I can do. So that's all I do the whole time. And I get a useless crit because I know I can KO it the next turn even if he switched in. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Comment, rate, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.